I'm gonna lay out a blueprint on how you could level up once Donald Trump takes office in January. There's been a lot of this recession talk for, the past couple of years. From what I've seen, and this is just being objective, there is not going to be a recession, right? In fact, the economy is booming right now. You got the real estate market going up, you got the crypto market going crazy, and you have the stock market hitting all-time highs, and we have very low unemployment. Now, once Donald Trump comes into office, we're gonna see a lot more deregulation. So that's gonna send asset prices up. So the stock market, real estate, crypto, everything is about to go crazy. Now, how do you take advantage of this next economic boom that we will see? So having access to capital is probably one of the most important things when it comes to taking advantage of economic opportunities. If you don't have the capital, whether that's your own capital or maybe money from the banks, it's gonna be hard for you to seize opportunities. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 5 banks that are giving out unsecured business lines of credit with very easy approvals. Now, number 1, we have Jumpstart Finance. All right, so Jumpstart Finance is a direct lender, and they also have their own in-house lending products. It's called the Jumpstart Loan. This is for business acquisitions. So a minimum of $50,000 up to $250,000, 10-year notes. Now, aside from that, they have a business line of credit. This goes up to $150,000. The great thing about this is that it's a soft pull only approval, so they're not gonna do a hard inquiry whatsoever. And all you need is 3 months of bank statements, business bank statements. Next up on the list, we have the QuickBooks business line of credit and term loan. Now, these are 2 products that you can get if you are a QuickBooks member. So you have to have an active subscription. And then basically, once you sign up with QuickBooks, you can go into your online dashboard and apply for a term loan and a business line of credit so you can double dip. They're just doing a soft pull on your personal experience as well as your business experience. So there's absolutely no hard inquiry. Now, the QuickBooks business loan and line of credit is underwritten by Web Bank. So for those who know Web Bank, they're also the bank behind Capital on Taps. Very similar data points. They're just doing a soft pull on your business experience as well as your personal experience. But again, no hard inquiry, super easy to get approved. Now, the rates on the QuickBooks term loan and line of credit, somewhere around 15 to 18%. So it's not gonna be as low as the commercial banks, but as far as the ease of underwriting, this is a super easy one. Next up on the list, we have Back. Now, Back is a fintech. They do cash flow based underwriting, and all you need is 3 months of banking activity to be able to qualify. Now, they will do a soft pull for identity verification, but there is no hard inquiry. So as far as the cost of capital, it's going to be a little bit pricier. So it's not going to be as terrible as like an On Deck, which is going to charge, 40, 50% APR. They're going to be somewhere in the low 20% range as far as the cost of capital. Now, the next business line of credit is through a CDFI called Ascend US. Now, they actually have a line of credit that goes up to $25,000. The majority of businesses across the nation will qualify for this. Now, their underwriting, I would say, is fairly low. They may ask for references. They may ask you to submit pictures of your business location or your office. They do use Plaid. You'll go through the pre-qualification and they're going to do a soft pull on your credit. And I believe they check your experience. So they're going to do a soft pull on experience. If you get through to the pre-qualification, that's when they're going to ask you for additional documentation. Now, if you're an established business, they will ask you for your most recent tax return. But one of the great things about Ascend US is that they do work with startups. Now, again, you don't have to have the highest credit score or generate the most amount of income, but you will have to provide some type of financial information. Now, when it comes to CDFIs, they usually have some type of social mission. So they're not going to have the highest underwriting requirements. So let's say even if you don't generate that much money through your business or you don't have the highest credit score, you could still qualify for Ascend US. Now, this would be a good option for those who maybe you already work a regular job and you're trying to transition to business ownership, or maybe you have a business on the side. Now, the business line of credit only goes up to 25K, but this is low hanging fruit, especially if you don't have the highest credit score or you don't have the highest revenue. Now, there you have it. So let's just recap the 5 business lines of credit that you can get to help jumpstart your business, get you access to capital so you could build your wealth during this next economic boom that we're about to see once Donald Trump comes into office. Number one is Jumpstart Finance. So Jumpstart Finance has multiple products. They have the Jumpstart loan, which is a 10-year term loan from a minimum of $50,000 to $250,000. They do a soft pull pre-qualification. And with the Jumpstart loan, again, this is going to be for business acquisitions. So if you're looking to, let's say, buy a franchise or a franchise resale, or to buy an existing business, you could use the Jumpstart loan. But they also have a revolving business line of credit up to $150,000, and this could be used for any business purpose. Now, one thing I really like about it is that there's no hard inquiry. So they're just doing a soft pull on Equifax in 3 months of business bank statements, and you can get up to $150,000 on a business line of credit, a revolving business line of credit. We went over QuickBooks Capital, business loan, and line of credit. Very, very easy, low-hanging fruit. All you got to do is be a QuickBooks member. What I would recommend is that you categorize your transactions after you connect your accounts, and you also have to opt in for QuickBooks payments. Now, QuickBooks Capital will also consider your business credit history. So if you have established business credit and decent personal credit, and you have a QuickBooks account, you have a really good chance of getting approved for this. And the lines of credit go up to $100,000, and you can double dip on a line of credit and a business term loans. And to be honest with you, the terms are not that horrendous, right? You're talking about 16 to 17% on a business term loan or a line of credit, where you don't have to provide tax returns or any other sort of financials. Now, because with QuickBooks, you are connecting your bank accounts and your credit cards, they do have insight into that information. But again, you don't have to physically upload any type of documents. The North One business line of credit is probably going to be one of the easiest, especially if you're a newer business. So this is more like an entry-level type of line of credit, and it's only available for North One customers. Now, one thing I want to emphasize when it comes to North One and when it comes to QuickBooks, you do have to be a customer in order to apply. You cannot apply without first signing up as a customer. Now, with QuickBooks, you do have to have an active QuickBooks subscription. With North One, you do have to have a North One business checking account. Now, with North One, they're just doing a soft inquiry, so you need a 620 Experian, and you need at least $2,000 in your North One business checking account. Now, to increase your chances of getting approved for the North One business line of credit, one thing you can do is actually make deposits into your North One business checking account for a specified period of time, and then applying so that at least they have some type of transactional history that they can use for the basis of their underwriting decision. Last but not least, we have Backed. Now, with Backed, you do have to have some type of business revenue. So they're looking at your business checking accounts, and they have a Plaid integration, or you can manually upload your business bank statements. Now, the great thing about these 5 business lines of credit is that they're just going to be soft pull. So you're not going to get a hard credit inquiry. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Let me know your comments and questions down below.